Hello everybody. This project will include 4 members. The first is Efren Bencado, second is Ryan Abejero, third is Sean John, and fourth is me, Joshua Zielinski. This project will go over how Henry VIII separated from the Church during his reign as King of England. This project will go over what happens before Henry VIII had his split, what happened during his separation, and how the Church responded to his beliefs. Sean John will explain now what happened before Henry VIII officially separated from the Church.
Henry Tudor was born on June 28, 1491 in Greenwich, London, England. As second in his family's dynasty, Henry VIII exuded a diverse appetite for culture. He was witty and highly educated, taught by private tutors for his entire upbringing. He also loved and wrote music. Henry VIII's older brother Arthur was expected to take the throne after Henry VII. In 1502, however, Arthur died at the age of 15 after being married for less than 4 months, leaving his 10-year-old brother, Henry VIII, the next in line to the throne. Upon King Henry VII's death in 1509, Henry VIII inherited the crown at the age of 17. 2 days after his coronation, he arrested 2 of his father's ministers and promptly executed them. He began his rule seeking advisors on most matters and would end it with absolute control. From 1514 to 1529, Henry VIII had relied on someone named Thomas Wolsey, a Catholic cardinal, to guide his policies. However, when Wolsey failed to deliver Henry's quick annulment from Catherine, the cardinal quickly fell out of favor. Wolsey was arrested and falsely charged with treason, dying in custody. Henry's actions upon Wolsey gave a strong signal to the Pope that he would not honor the wishes of the clergy and would instead exercise full power in every realm of his court. In 1534, Henry VIII declared himself supreme head of the Church of England. After Henry declared his supremacy, the Christian Church separated, forming the Church of England. Henry instituted several statutes that outlined the relationship between the King and the Pope and the structure of the Church of England: the Act of Appeals, the Acts of Succession, and the First Act of Supremacy, declaring the King was the only supreme head in earth of the Church of England.
The start of King Henry VIII's controversy with the church began with him wanting to have an heir to his throne. But after his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, did not produce a son, he appealed to Rome to try and get a divorce. But the Pope at the time did not allow that. So, in 1534, Henry VIII decided to declare himself the supreme head of his new church, the Church of England. And through that, he had gone through 6 marriages, with one wife producing a son. But in 1536 to 1537, the Pilgrimage of Grace, where the people of England rebelled against the king's choice, resulted in the deaths of all those who had rebelled, and those of Sir Thomas More and John Fisher dying by execution. And this is what had happened during the event that we are talking about. 2 important Catholic figures at this time were Thomas More and Cardinal John Fisher. Cardinal Fisher was there when Henry VIII tried to initially divorce his wife, but Fisher responded with his willingness to die on behalf of the bond of marriage being unbreakable. This is an act Henry VIII would not forget, as this got Rome to not allow him to divorce. Thomas More, Lord Chancellor during Henry's break from the church, had become an enemy of the new church, resigning as he could not work knowing the split from the church. The actions of these 2 men resulted in their executions, but their examples helped support the people that did not agree with the new church.
Alright, so I'm going to talk about what happened after King Henry VIII's rule over England. So, King Henry basically caused the division between the churches, the Anglican Church and the Roman Catholic Church. Because of this, King Henry transformed England from a Catholic church to a Protestant church. After King Henry's death, his daughter Mary, or Bloody Mary, wanted to convert England back to Catholicism. So she threatened people that they either convert or be burned alive. Some converted and some didn't. Because of this, almost 300 people died and they were burned alive. Following the rule of Mary came Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth wanted to have England remain as Protestant. She was very smart and a very strong ruler. She defeated Spain, who wanted to bring Catholicism back to England. So now today, the Anglican Church is still active in England, and the head of the church cannot be Catholic.
Thank you very much, Efren. This will be our concluding statement on our project about King Henry VIII. Sean John was our first narrator, and he explained what happened before King Henry VIII decided to split from the church. Ryan Abahero was our amazing editor, and he did a great job at explaining what happened during King Henry VIII's split from the church. And Efren Bencato did a great job at explaining how the church responded to the split. This is the end of our project.